you know, collect cans, wash someone's car.
People ain't doing it.
I
mean, yeah, we get that, but these kids nowadays ain't going to do
I know,
that,
they ain't gonna want it, but if you ain't putting the time, can you really survive in this?
Yeah, if you're not willing to work from the beginning, then
yeah.
Most people think like something like this already comes with a bag or something. I think when I opened up the first store, I only had like, I don't even know if I had 10,000 in inventory, to be honest. But I probably had to have maybe like 10,000. What is up, Diverse family? We are back with another video, and this time we got your guys' help on our Instagram. We asked you guys to ask us some questions, so here we go.
Let's get right into this video.
So for today's video, we have a very, very special guest, our very own Doo-Wop. You already know who it is.
Yes, sir. Welcome, Doo-Wop.
All right, so the first question we got is from Sneaker Bricks, our favorite shoe that's a collaboration.
I didn't even think about it, but that's a hard one. For me personally, because I did have it because of this guy, it was the Union One Storm Blue. Is it called Storm Blue?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Storm Blue.
Why is that your favorite, bro?
Because I low-key like pulled a mission to get those too. I had to freaking trade 2 shoes to make this guy lose money. And and what's it called? I was able to obtain it. It was a size 9.
That's a grail right there.
For me, it's my all-time grail. I think it's a collaboration.
Bad Bunnies?
Whoa. My favorite of all time is the Nike Air Mag Back to the Future.
Well, that could be considered a collaboration?
That's a collaboration. It's a Back to the Future with Nike.
Nah, that's not
collaboration?
My honest opinion, worst shoe of all time.
I wouldn't count it as a collaboration.
Why not?
It has to be like collab, like
Travis Scott, Fragment.
But that's a movie with a shoe.
Not really though, because it has nothing on like Back to the Future on the box.
I wouldn't. You have to choose another shoe, bro.
I mean, or should we just let it be? I don't know.
Comment down below if you guys think the Air Mag is a freaking.
If it doesn't count, they'll give him a backup.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. My backup one would be the Travis Fragment Low. Fire.
Oh my.
This guy's a first.
That's yours?
Honestly, I've never heard Chino ever talk about the Fragment Travis Scott one.
Oh, well, it's because I only have my one, and you guys literally canceled it out. So I just had to come up with something that.
No, come up with something that you actually like.
I'm gonna have to pass that.
Who has this?
Let's go.
I'd probably go with the Travis Scott Low Fragment. I mean, there's a lot that I like, but that's one that I really want in the rotation right now.
All right. I came up with it, and I have it, but I don't wear it. Nike Dunk Low SB Chunky Dunky. Ben and Jerry ice cream and Nike. Does that count? Is that good?
Yeah, that's a collaboration.
Yeah, I was actually waiting for like a response like that.
All right, so I have that shoe, but I just can't wear it.
Why not?
It's hard. It's a hard shoe to wear.
Oh, okay. I thought there was like.
Plus, it's a trophy. It's a trophy. It's more like a trophy shoe than anything for me.
Oh, okay.
Like something you put on display. I just got to buy a display case for it.
So it's not on display right now.
It's still desktop.
It's in the box.
It's desktop though. It's in the box, but it's desktop. All right. So for the next question from our boy Sauce Jr., what was the biggest shoe that we took an L on?
I mean, there's a few fakes that I bought. I'm not lying. Not purposely, obviously, but they turned out being fake, so those were L's. Biggest L that was probably a fake was that I couldn't get my money back on. It was, I have to say it, dang it. The Travis Scott logo. I think I paid like $700 on it. I had a homie that just checked it for me. He had a pair already, and he thought it was good. I'm not trying to put the blame on him, you know.
It sounds like he's putting the blame on him, right?
But yeah, that shoe, that was a fake. And then another shoe that I bought that was Euro, and I thought was gonna do good for resale was probably the Brotherhood. That was just iconic.
The shoe that I took the biggest L on probably was, it was a Yeezy, I think it was a Yeezy Carbon. I think that's what it was. So I thought I had everything correct, but I guess I didn't. And
the one that says Abibas.
It's literally the Adidas said ad lads.
Yeah, down here when it has Adidas.
It had ad lads, and I mean, you know, you live and learn, but for me, that's one of the biggest L's that I've taken.
That's an embarrassing one.
Yeah, that's an embarrassing one.
Because he didn't really go through the shoe, like the legit process.
I went through the legit process, but I guess I didn't know what the text looked like, so you know, maybe
Must have been midnight when you bought it.
Yeah. It was
been intoxicated. For me, I don't style shoes like they do. Something that does come to mind is my Bread One. So I had a whole like moment with them when I was trying to get them, but like the prices were way too expensive. They were like at $500 at the time, and I thought they were expensive at that time. And then once the Last Dance came up, it literally shot the prices up to like over $1,000. And at that point, I became like stupid, desperate with it, and I was like, yeah, I gotta get it. And so I paid like a terrible used Jordan 1 Bread for $625. And now seeing like how this guy gets them for like super cheap, I would have killed for that. So thank you for not putting me on, bro.
Alright, so for the next question, FTA.Gustin, he asked, what is the craziest shoe that has been in the shop? Not price-wise, but just crazy, like, wow, I can't believe this is in the shop.
It has to be the Dead Stock 1985 Chicago's. Those are different when they're brand new, especially when it has OG all.
Just not the lid.
Yeah. I mean, I did have one at the old shop that had lid.
Oh, you did?
With
Jesus
OG
Christ.
receipt too. It's just crazy to think that someone saved it for that long, brand new. Like they just knew they're gonna be worse. That one always trips me out, but another one would probably be like the Red October. Having that one was like, dang. Just because that one's such a like in the culture, sneaker culture, just like
grail
like
for sure.
Super grail.
For me, I mean, it's the 1985 Chicago, the Deadstock one. That one was crazy. Because I've never actually seen a shoe that old in my life. And to see a shoe that's older than you,
It was like 3 decades?
that looks as clean and as brand new as something you pick out at the resale store, like,
It's ridiculous.
ridiculous.
No, and I agree too. That 85, when I seen it, it was just like looking at the Grand Canyon. Like, it was just like a wow factor, you know? Like, you definitely don't ever like see that in a regular like sneaker shop.
Yeah.
It's like when you see those auctions where all those rich people go with the little things and then they're holding it with the like it
White
makes,
gloves and
yeah,
everything.
it makes you scared to even hold it with your regular hands. You know, you just
No,
you're
definitely.
like, where are the gloves at? You know?
Yeah, it's definitely a museum piece.
The freaking 85, like Gus is always getting 85s now, so like it's not this. I mean, it's still the same wow factor, but when you get them brand new, it's just like, bruh. Next question is by Andrew, the shoe seller, and he asked a pretty interesting question. A lot of people don't know this, but how did you start your business?
How did I start my business? It's kind of like a broad question and like how I really started it, but the time I remember where I told myself like I'm gonna take it serious as far as like selling shoes, I remember it was like 2015. I was already selling shoes prior, but I told myself, okay, I'm gonna start being serious and like just save up money, flipping shoes and save it. I remember I had 2 pairs of Primates. You know, 2015 era NMDs and all that stuff was popping, and I had sold 2 of them prior, and I had 2 left. I think I had like 1 pair or 2 pairs of Jordans left, and I was like, let me sell these NMDs, and then after that I'm gonna use this money. So I sold those 2 pairs. I forgot on what app, but it was like $500. And after that, with those $500, I just started flipping. I just had like this book. It was like an inspiration book. I forgot the title of the book, but I would just put the money in there. And then one time I was like, let me see how much I have. That's probably like 11 months, and I saved up like, I want to say it was like close to 20,000.
Pretty expensive, bro.
Yeah, it was a lot. And then I was just doing like minimal buys, like 3, 4, and then I was only buying like pretty good stuff like Chicago, shattered backboards, top 3 ones, all that type of stuff that was selling. I was making like easy like $100 per shoe. Yo, I didn't even think about opening a store yet. Me and my wife were trying to get a house at the time, but we couldn't because we didn't have enough work experience at our job. So I just kind of put the money aside, and then my wife always talked about it, like, oh, why don't you open up a shop and stuff like that. And for some reason I always thought it was like impossible, like it's too hard, or like I don't even know where to start. So I gave her major props for putting me on. She just found the building, set up the meeting with the manager, and then we just looked at it. This was at the old shop, and then we actually looked at a few before that one, but she was setting up the whole meeting, like looking at spots and stuff. So yeah, it just went from there.
Next question. Machiavelli asked, how much startup money did it take to even start your store or start on inventory?
Well, the startup what got me to eventually lead into more inventory, which I answered in the last one, was $500 from when I started really taking it serious. From there, I think when I opened up the first store, I only had like, I don't even know if I had 10,000 in inventory, to be honest. But I probably had to have maybe like 10,000 in cash to open up, like pay the lease and all the fees and all that stuff. So a little under 20,000. I don't even think I had 10,000 inventory at the time.
Less than 10.
Less than 10,000 inventory, a little bit of buying power, and then I just
10K.
paid the lease, all the fees, all the stuff, and shelving and all that. So I mean, it could have been less than 10,000 for all the shelves and all that stuff, but I think together, either near 20,000 or under.
To be perfectly honest, you really don't need money to start. Like if you're doing it by yourself, you don't need money for inventory. But that's only, there's an exception to that. For me, I didn't start with any money because of my own. I started with the bank's money.
Whoa.
That's not money of my own, you know? But that's only if you're like 18 and up, you know, when you can start building your credit. So for me, to be honest, you don't need any money to start. You just use a credit card for releases, start flipping, pay your credit card off, and then you use that profit. Now you have profit.
There should be some sort of caution with that, though.
Yeah, you gotta be careful though, because you can really go into debt if you don't pay attention.
Not that he's in debt or anything, but
Yeah, not that I'm in debt right
I
now.
disclose it.
No disclosure, please. hey, calm down, guys. No, but anyways, now you just gotta be really careful with that. If you are barely starting and you're 18 and you're not money responsible, then that's kind of the road I wouldn't take. Now, if you're like barely learning how to do all that, then you know you can always start with like $100, $150. You know, collect cans, wash someone's car.
People ain't doing that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we get that, but these kids nowadays ain't want to do
I know
that,
they ain't gonna want to do that, but if you ain't putting the time, can you really survive in this?
Yeah, if you're not willing to work from the beginning, then
yeah.
Most people think like something like this already comes with a bag or something like that,
Yeah.
or any type of job. Like people just want a bag all of a sudden. It's like, bro, you
No,
gotta
and
work.
it's stupid hard. Like this guy tries to get me to like buy shoes and sell. Like I'm personally not built to like sell shoes, bro. Like, but like it's just I think it's like a charisma. No, like you gotta want it in order to freaking obtain what you
it's
want.
not. It's definitely not easy.
No, it's not.
Even however many videos you watch or people make it seem easy or like fun. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some stuff is fun.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like back end stuff that's like not really talked about and stuff like that. So.
And it's really, really competitive after.
Yeah.
Even after COVID, it got super competitive because everybody was flipping everything.
To be honest, it don't even matter so much of what you're selling it for. To be honest, it's like more of your clientele and your relationship with the people.
The next question is by Nate, the soccer player 4. When and how did you guys meet?
Chino was first. Well, actually, Joey was first. He's not here today, but met Joey at the old shop. He pulled up to buy some shoes. Chino was at the old shop too. He tried to come and sell me some fakes. He came in to legit check some black toes, which were originally sold through me, so they were obviously legit.
That was
Then sold to
100%
CC.
incorrect. This guy don't even know the story, bro.
But that was the black toes.
No. So, the way I met Gus was I had some Jordan 4 University Blue, but I bought them because I was doing raffles back then, you know? And then they were really fuzzy. So, the guy who won the raffle was a size, he was a size 11, so I went to Good Company to size swap. Because I went to them, but they told me that they were fake, so I was confused. And plus, they said that they was too fuzzy, they wanted to do the size swap.
And this is a retail pair.
Yeah, this was a retail pair. No, not retail pair. That was from someone. I bought it from someone.
Oh.
Right? So then after that, they told me, but maybe Gus could do a size swap. I was like, okay. So that's when I went to Gus's shop. Could not find that shop for the life of me.
That was complicated.
That shit was horrible. Like, it was like, I don't know. It was like really, really hidden. So I was like, what the heck? Where's the shop at? And it was gated, so I didn't know you had to wait for the gate to open. So I didn't know if you had to wait for the gate to open or it was just, sometimes it gated because they didn't want someone to go in.
It was a mess.
Yeah. So anyway, so I went in there and I told him, can you size swap this for the size you have? And he called the guy and the guy said nah. So I was like, okay, whatever. I even said I was gonna add like $40 on top, but the guy still said nah because it was size 8 compared to size 5.
Top size.
Yeah. So I told him, well, can you legit check them because they told me a good company. They don't know if it's real or not. They just told me indecisive. So then I took it to Gus and I told him, hey, are these real? And then he legit checked them. He's like, yeah, they're just really, really fuzzy. I guess they're stuck with the quality control. That's when I met Gus for the first time.
Doo-Wop came around at the new shop here. We weren't opening yet. Yeah, we were for a little bit. Huh?
I think it was like I came in like mid-October. You guys opened like October, no? Like beginning of October?
Yeah, probably like a month or two into opening. Actually through Andrew or Drew, little Drew. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Drew. He had met him through. Where do you guys meet at? Cal State.
Bro, it was crazy because I met this guy during orientation when I used to go to Cal State San Bernardino, and then he like complimented my shoes. He was like, bro, like I think I was wearing the Jordan 1 Shadows. They're like pretty much damn near brand new.
Sheesh.
He's like, bro, like your shoes, bro. And then I was like, all right, what? Like from then on, we just like we're like I think the orientation we ate together and everything. Like we're just vibing or whatever. And then I told him like I used to make like YouTube videos, like back in high school or whatever. He's like, oh, bro, like we gotta link up or whatever. So then like I think probably like orientation happened and then I never seen Drew again. I didn't see him at all. And then we linked up probably like a year or 2 years later.
Yeah.
And that's when he was like, bro, we gotta do a video or whatever. And I was like, I bet. So I do a video. It didn't turn out like how it was supposed to. Just didn't have time. And then again, I didn't talk to him again for like another year. And at that time, yeah, bro, it was like this big like gap. And what's it called? I was a teacher at a time right after I graduated. And then this was during COVID. And I was driving way too much. So I was like, man, like plus I didn't really like where I was working at. So I quit. And there was like a period like time where it was like 4 months, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I prayed to God. I'm like, bro, like, give me a freaking job. I need a freaking job or whatever. And I don't know, bro. Literally the next day, bro, Drew hits me up. Hey, bro, like, I have an opportunity for you, bro. And I'm like, but we're doing what? He's like, doing videos or whatever. And I'm like, all right, bet. He's like, meet me at this spot. I don't know if we met up or we met up here. I think we met up here first.
I think he came here, yeah.
Yeah. So we came here, and then I didn't even know Gus at all. He was like, oh yeah, Gus is like chill, whatever, boom, boom. And like, bro, I remember like they had me freaking mopping with rags, bro. Rags in
Drew's technique.
Drew's technique. He was like, bro, just like help Gus around the shop, like so you can think like you're doing work or whatever. And I'm like, all right, bet. And like me, I'm over here. Yeah, I told him, hey bro, do you have like a mopping thing? He's like, nah bro. So I had to use like a bucket or like a trash can bucket, and I had to freaking like squeeze out like freaking rags and then like use a stick.
Microfibers?
Yeah, and like start like I remember I was cleaning like if you look in the shop, it was like a big old like concrete thing with the bubble of the logo, and I was cleaning it with that. And then like once I finished that, he's like, all right, we're gonna do the video. And if you look back into like the videos of YouTube, it was the black toe video that we did. And I literally, if you look at it, bro, like it's crazy because I didn't even know Gus at all, and I barely freaking saw Drew for the first time after a whole year.
Yeah.
So it was just like so spontaneous, and from then on, the rest is history, bro.
Yeah, we've been here, so
It's been pretty crazy. So
yeah, a journey.
That's the story.
That wraps it up for today's video, man. We had a ton of fun answering all of your guys' questions. Thank you for participating and giving these questions to answer. We had a ton of fun today.
Yep, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram, DiverseSole.sb, and remember, we have a website, www.DiverseSoleSB.com. You can get your orders shipped, picked up, or come in store and buy it.
There you go.
And not only that, make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel. We put a lot of content. We're trying to do what? Once a week a video?
Yeah, once.
And if you guys do love the videos, make sure you guys give us a thumbs up and comment down below. We appreciate all of you guys.
Yes, sir. As always, stay diverse, be different, be you.